We acknowledge our limitations, seeking help from other professionals as needed. It is not our job to name and treat diseases, and we refer people to veterinarians for diagnosis of physical illness. We may relay animals' ideas, feelings, pains, symptoms as they describe them, or as we feel or perceive them. And this may be helpful to veterinary health professionals. It's definitely been helpful. Now there are a number of veterinarians who are also have learned animal communication. But in the early days, veterinarians would work with me, and you may find yourself working with a veterinarian, which is a wonderful thing. And they'll say, well, where does he feel the pain? And you check in with a cat, and cat says, oh, it's been 3 days in my stomach, where I feel like I just want to vomit. And that helps the veterinarian. So again, you're not becoming a veterinarian. You're not trying to diagnose. You never use words like cancer, upper respiratory disease. Those are naming illnesses. That's veterinary work. In this country, in the United States, you can be arrested for that, actually. For it's like pretending you're a veterinarian, for doing veterinary work. Okay. And so then also, as an animal communicator, it's good to cultivate a whole series of professionals, a whole pod of people that you can refer people to for help. Like you may have an animal chiropractor or an acupuncturist or a holistic veterinarian or a trainer or behaviorist, people that you trust, that you know, that you've learned are good in their work, that will help further in an area that is not your area, that you don't have expertise in. Now, if you do, if you're a trained veterinarian, well, that's a different thing. Or if you're a trained chiropractor, well, that's a different thing. But if you're not, then cultivate, because the animal may need that. And you can refer them to people who can help them, which is very good. So we may also assist through handling of stresses, counseling, and other gentle healing methods. Now, this isn't required of you as an animal communicator. I came in as a counselor of people. So I applied everything I knew to animals with great results. So I already knew how to do a lot of different kinds of counseling. I learned a lot of different kinds of healing for humans, and the animals responded fantastically. I would say that most animal communicators add these kind of things to their agendas. They learn how to do these kind of things to further help. So people have Reiki, EFT, all kinds of therapies that they can learn and then help the animals too. It's an adjunct to animal communication. These things also help people to get in touch with the animal even further. We let clients decide for themselves how to work with healing their animal companions' distress, disease, or injury, given all the information available. So you find out that the animal actually has real severe pain that could indicate a broken bone or whatever. You make sure you turn them over to the veterinarian. I mean, you're not going to take them to the veterinarian, but you tell your person, really, this is important. The animal's in pain and he wants to be out of pain. So get that checked out. So then they have to decide for themselves. You're not going to follow them around and say, you must do what I told you in the consultation. They do whatever they want. So the veterinarian tells them what they need to do. Their animal friend gives them information. They may have other questions that will help understand the animal better. Great. Then they can decide, they go, oh, he doesn't want to have any more treatment. He wants to stay home. Like I told you about this dog. He wants to stay home with me and just quietly go. Or he's really wanting treatment. So that's clear. The goal of any consultation, lecture, course, or interspecies experience is more communication, balance, compassion, understanding, and communion among all beings. We follow our heart, honoring the spirit and life of all beings as one. These are things that if you follow them, they'll handle pretty much everything in your life. Not just your animal communication profession, but they'll help you you to grow, because the path of animal communication is oneness, is becoming one, is going from separation to oneness and understanding.